So, I want to talk about what has it been, or being a barber for 17 years, what it has taught me in my experience. So ultimately, it's the whole experience of being a barber, and even how I became a barber. Yeah, the whole thing. So that's what we're talking about today. My experience as a barber for 17 years. But first thing first, how I started was cutting my own hair, and I need a cut now. So I think before I start this video, let's go cut all of this off. And I want to change it up. I want to do something different. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it for long. Being a barber, especially cutting your own hair, I've done every haircut you could think of to my head. Long, short, temp fades, mohawks, high top fades, designs. I even put the third eye on the side of my head one time. I feel like doing something a little different. I've been just rocking a temp fade. Waves is automatic, so ain't nothing I had to do for that. But I feel like it's time for me to, and then even a beard. I'm feeling it, but these little spots make me want to chop it sometimes. I just like a clean look. I used to be, my name back in college when I first started was Clean Eyed Dre. Because I used to keep myself clean all the time. So yeah, let's get a cut first. Then we're gonna come back. And now we're back. Had to get a little clean out real quick. Had to bring myself back to life. I go by Dr. Dre, the barber, bringing the world back to life, one head at a time. And now, we looking good, we back. Oh man. So, being a barber for as long as I've been a barber, I've been cutting since my freshman year in college. Well, cutting other people. Been cutting my own hair since like 10th grade high school. I wasn't always as good as I am now. Had a little hiccups here and there. I'm gonna save that for a barber story or a throwback story and barbering at a later date. But I started cutting hair, other people's hair, really, when I was a freshman in college, and my roommates seen me cutting my own hair, and it was like, well, we need cuts. It was 4 of us in the room, started cutting all 3 of them up. Left the dorm room door open, and people walking past see me cut my roommates, and they was like, hey, you giving cuts? Let me get a cut. And I was like, I wasn't in charge of my roommates, they were my roommates. I could have, but they're my roommates. So I was like, you know what? I can make money off of cutting hair. I don't gotta call home and ask my mama for no money. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. So I was like, hey, at the time, $5 for a cut. 3 for an edge up. That's crazy, but $5 for a cut, 3 for an edge up. Now it's about $50 for a cut, 25 for an edge up. Times has changed, and the business and the barber world has grown, so you gotta grow with it. You don't wanna be left behind. Whew. So yeah, I started cutting hair then. And I was just didn't look back. I just started promoting myself, telling everybody, need a cut, hit me up, 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 need a cut, hit me up. Go to the library, made my own little flyer. It was called Cuts by Dre. I put my phone number on there, still got the same number after all these years. Put my phone number on there, Cuts by Dre, put a picture of my haircut on there, printed out like on a sheet of, printer paper, cut them all out like little small business cards, and then started putting them everywhere. I used to put them even on the urinals in the bathrooms, like everybody gonna see me. And I was just so, I would say I was on my grind. I was really pushing it. Like I was really like putting in the groundwork, the footwork. And I did grow. I grew to the point of from cutting in my dorm room, cutting in the bathrooms, cutting in other people's rooms, cutting in the lobbies, to the point of that it got to the point that I had to go into like one lobby. It was in Lefevre at the time, Lefevre lobby, and we had a post up in there. Clients that I cut, even one that's coming right now, he was one of the RAs from Lefevre lobby. That's over 10 plus 15 years I've been cutting this man. He's still coming. But they let us cut in the lobby. It was me and another barber. Shout out to Rudy. And Casey, she was cutting. But yeah, I had to the point that the lobby area was full. I had to get a list. I wrote down a sign-in sheet, put your name, and you sit down in line and wait. And if you're not here when I call your name, I'll move to the next person. But it got real good. So I just know, I was taking care of myself. So barbering has really helped me take care of myself over the years, and still doing the same thing now to this day. We cut from home. We cut from home now. Just recently came home. Having children, want to be able to like manage my time and make sure I'm with them and not having them out in the shop all times of days and nights. It helps out a lot. But yeah, barbering, it really helped me to. Also, one thing I learned, let's make sure I be on track. What has barbering taught me? Barbering has taught me that if you put in the work on something, you will get better, even for myself, and then hopefully for everybody else too. If you put in the work on something, put in the time and effort, you will get better. And I just kept getting better and better and better and better. And my clientele was growing. Again, it taught me that I did not know what I was doing financially at the time. I was too young, 18 years old, 19, all that, younger ages. And I was just making money, spending money, making money, spending money, walking out with hundreds of dollars of cutting hair, and then like just doing whatever I wanted to do. And paying bills to take care of myself, but not financially like savvy or financial literacy that I would have now. Like, invest a little bit over here, buy some stock, buy some crypto, learn how to trade, invest in a different business, buy stuff that holds value, just definitely a lot more financial literacy now, and continue to keep growing. But barbering taught me that I did not have financial literacy back then. Money was coming and going. But it taught me hard work, that I did not have financial literacy, that I will grow once I keep doing something. So that's how I am as a person. I feel like I could do anything. Anything that I do, I'm gonna get better with it. So something else, barbering gave me freedom to move. So in my experiences as a barber, you work for yourself, and you kind of make your own hours, make your own time, but you got to put in the work. If you don't, then you don't get paid. You don't get paid time off, PTO, vacation time, all that stuff. And that's why you got to structure it early. If you're a new barber starting out, get all those things in place, like retirement or what it is, Roth IRA account, investment stocks, all that stuff starting early. But yeah, barbering really helped me out and have freedom. So I was able to, if I needed to go somewhere for an event, or let's say fast forward in life, a few years ago, my nephew played football college. We want to go to his games in Ohio. I don't have to call out. I could just, excuse me everybody, and I use an app now, the Cut app. Quick plug in with the Cut app. Hopefully they sponsor me. The Cut app. Y'all find me, Dr. Dre the Barber. Reviews go crazy too. For years. All 5 stars. It's just putting in the work. If I was able to travel, go to my nephew's games, if I gotta do anything I gotta do for myself, I wanna go somewhere and do something, I can get up and go travel to Miami, go home for a little bit. It really gave me that flexibility and freedom to move. So that's one of the reasons why I really enjoyed it over the years of cutting. It was very beneficial in that. My experience as a barber, I've met a lot of people, different types of people, different conversations. Oh man, a lot of conversations, a lot of different people. I would say two what we consider celebrity. At the time, the rapper Whoop, when he performed in Daytona, I got a call to cut him up. Mike Smith, when he was starting, I won't say starting out, but when he was early in his career, I got a call, cut him up on campus. And just a lot of people that's different career paths, different, a lot of people from some good, even I heard some stories about some other stuff while I'm cutting, yeah. But it really exposed me to a lot of different conversations, a lot of different mindsets, a lot of different information from all different types of walks of people. So, yeah, barbering has been a great journey. And after my 17 years of cutting, I still would do it this way. I would cut, but I just would put in place some financial things earlier than before. So if I could change anything, putting in those things, plugging them in early. That's the one thing, or the main thing that I would alter or change up with me cutting hair. And yeah, so I definitely have enjoyed the journey, and I'm still cutting. I tried to quit multiple times. My clients won't let me. They won't let me. I have been able to, the last little thing I'm gonna say is I've been able to experiment from deeply rooted clothing brand to open mics, open stage night, music, Dr. Dre the artist, got a few songs out, art, got some art, on the walls. Fitness, that's a lifestyle, and even training other people. It really has gave me the opportunity to experiment with different things. Trading, investing. So I was able to experiment and get a feel for what I like, what I don't like, what I'm good at, what I'm not good at. If I put in the time, I'd be good at anything. But how much time do I really want to dedicate myself to these things? It just opened me up to be able to experiment. So it's been a great career, but I'm still looking forward to adding on, because now where I'm at in my life, especially having children, I don't mind being a barber. I'm going to continue to keep cutting, but I want to add in another source of income, multiple sources. I will be sharing them over time, but I would say even as a barber, if you have an opportunity or time to get in another job, even I as an entrepreneur, you have your business, you have another, your employee job as you work for somebody, and you use that money to fund what you got going on and just use them to work with each other. I used to be all strictly entrepreneur, and that's it. What you can be, you really can. But barbering in Daytona is good, but it could be better. And then maybe I could have even done better. But it is what it is, and I want to use some type of employment as well and use them to help with each other to grow, balance this whole thing out. And I'll be sharing some of that, on this journey. But it's time to cut. I got a 1 o'clock, it's 12:59, I got a 1 o'clock coming. Get ready to start. But yeah, this one was my experience. There's gonna be more coming. This is just the first one. Hey, y'all, check my chair out too real quick. Hold up. We got the gold boy. We got the gold boy. This thing nice. Peace.